Hello everyone, this is Asphalt 1918 and today we will be testing the Raster Tartarus in multiplayer in Asphalt Legends Unite. But first, I'd like to show you my progress in the Drive Syndicate. So far, I'm at Bears Challenge 3, halfway through these missions. So right now I'm doing Hatter Level 1 missions. Hopefully, I'll be able to continue and make it to the Asphalt key. So far, I got the Jag XKR SGT to 3 stars and the MC20 to 3 stars. And so I managed to get the XKR to 3 stars because I was opening packs to 2-star the vehicle, right? I just needed one more blueprint. Well, instead of getting one more blueprint, I got 15. As in they had some 2-star Class C wildcards, so I used them to just 3-star it. So I did hazard level 2 missions throughout this entire stage. So I got to save a bunch of syndicate coins that way. And the MC20, I also got a jackpot. So like when I was opening packs for this, like 5 times in a row, I kept getting one blueprint per pack. And then I was down to my last 16,000 syndicate coins. And I needed like 13 or 14 blueprints. So I was completely giving up at that point. But I decided, well, why not try to open some packs? So I opened the packs, and guess what? I got 15 blueprints. And I was really happy. Because if I did not get those blueprints, I would have been stuck in the Maserati MC20 stage. So currently, so that was very nice. So currently, I'm just trying to complete Bears Challenge 3. And since the really packs are actually out now, and they have a lot of tokens, I'll probably use them to try and unlock the Asphalt. Because apparently you only need the Asphalt at 3 stars to get the key for it. So I just have, once I complete all the pin missions, if I'm not able to get enough blueprints, which will probably be the case, I'll buy a bunch of relay packs until I'm able to 3-star the Asphalt and keep going from there and hopefully get the key. So I guess I'll probably make a video of unlocking the Asphalt key if I'm able to get to that stage. But anyway, this is my progress. Let me know how much progress you've made in the comment section down below. And I guess let's go into the races now. So before we get into the race with the Raster Tartarus, let's look at the stats here. So the top speed is 334.7 miles per hour without nitro, which is quite fast. One of the top 3 fastest cars, I'm pretty sure, in the game. Its acceleration, according to the stat, it should be amazing, right? It's 90. But what I've noticed is that this car, like from 0 to 260 miles an hour, its acceleration seems like it's 90. It goes to that speed very fast. But once you reach 250 or 260 miles per hour, the car's acceleration seems to slow down to just like 80 as a stat. So not sure what's up with that, but you'll see that in the video as I'm accelerating. So the handling, according to the stat, it looks alright, but when you're actually playing, it's really not amazing. And the Nitro 30 is not good. So let's get into the races. And by the way, this is Season Series free try. I did not get this car, as you'd seen in the Drive Syndicate progress. But if you haven't made it as far as possible in the Drive Syndicate, I definitely suggest keep going. I wouldn't suggest spending money, just keep going as far as possible. Because I feel like Drive Syndicate is actually a very good event to earn cars easily. But it's also one of the worst events to earn the main car, since you have to spend like $2,000 if you don't have any of the required cars earlier. So yes. But anyway, this car, as you can see, it accelerates quite fast. But I feel like once you get up to 260, as you can see here, it just stops accelerating fast. Not sure why that's the case. I also noticed that this car is not stable with wall riding either. It keeps flipping over when I try to wall ride. But anyway, we beat 2 Koenigsegg CC850s, some Raster Tartarus, and a Agera RS. Alright, so in this race, everyone is Tartaruses and there's one CC850 on Norway, which is a good track for this car since it doesn't have too many corners. And because this car really does not drift good. The stat is 60, which looks good on paper, but for high-end S-Class cars, usually the handling stat doesn't really mean much of anything. Just like cars like the Chiron or the Jesko, which have very low handling stats, they drift quite well. I'm not sure if I should have wall rid there, because I could have wrecked. Whoa, such a high bounce. Luckily, at least we survived. I feel like this car does kind of lose speed when hitting ramps. So that's also another thing. So, because since there's a lot of ramps on Norway, it might be slowing down a bit. So anyway, we got first place, beating everyone else. Alright, this race is on US Midwest against the Hennessy Venom F5 and some CC850s and another tartar sauce or Tartarus. Doesn't really matter. And I'm not sure why I call it Tartarus. I don't know why I called this Tartarus sauce. I just kind of mispronounced it when I first saw this car, and it just kind of stuck with me. But anyway, I don't think this car is the S-Class King. Its rank says that's the case, but it really doesn't. Its drifting is really, that's its main downfall. And the nitro is not good, but that's okay. The main disadvantage here is the handling, since it can't do floaties either. I'd say the Venom F5 or the Devil 16 is definitely better. So if you have any of those cars already, probably don't spend money on this. Anyway, we got first place beating some Tartaruses and CC850s, and the Hennessy Venom F5 actually left the race. Okay, fourth race on Osaka, which is not a very good track for this car. Against the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute and a Hennessy Venom F5. And other Tartaruses, of course. Because whenever a car is free try, everyone's using it. Especially S-Class cars, such as this one. But anyway, I think free tries are a good way to show, to at least try cars. Especially if they're cars like this one, which you're probably never gonna get. Very few people would get a drive syndicate car. And getting to try it out is really nice in MP2. Oh, kind of messed that up there. Anyway, as you can see, this car just cannot keep any speed while drifting. Like, I'm not even reaching 200 right now on these corners. So I really don't think this car is very good. I mean, it's not bad obviously because it goes really fast. But it doesn't deserve as high of a rank as it has. So anyway, we lost to a Hennessy Venom F5, Koenigsegg CC850 and Absolute, and beat all the other Tartaruses. This is on Shanghai against the Ultima RS, a bunch of other Razer Tartaruses, and some other vehicle. A Koenigsegg Jesko and a Pininfarina Teorenia. That car, in my opinion, it looks like a bus. Like, it's so huge. Like, it doesn't even fit on the screen. Especially in close scan. But anyway, the special event for that is out. Probably won't be able to get that since Okay, I'm not mad at all. Anyway, it's fine. That's just the reality in Slipstream when it's not Ghost. You're just dying all the time, mostly. Because if someone's behind you in Shockwave, they're almost guaranteed to knock you down, so... Slipstream without Ghost is kind of a wreck fest. You just get wrecked all the time. But anyway, we still got third place using to a Koenigsegg Jesko and a Raster Tartarus, and beating everyone else. Alright, so this is going to be the last race of the video on Osaka against a bunch of other Tartaruses and a Koenigsegg CC850. So I think the CC850 is a decent car to compete against this one, to show how this car works against cars in its own class. I think, is this the same variant of Osaka we played before? Yeah, I think it is. And as you can see, this car is not, it's not a bad car, but not as good as the other cars around it today. So, I'm definitely not going to be getting this car since I don't plan to spend any money on this game. And I'm sure most of you aren't either. Since the amount of money you have to spend on this car is just way too much. Unless you own some of the required cars. But anyway, definitely play with this car in the season. Pretty fast, pretty fun to drive, especially since this is Slipstream season. So anyway, we got first, beating all the Tartaruses and CC850s. So thanks for watching, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Asphalt content. Goodbye.